I'm beginning to enjoy this.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Libertalia, eh? I guess it's time for some target practice.
Hey.
Need something? What do you want?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
You got it.
Hey.
What you... need?
Captain the name.
Wait. Did you hear?
Hey, over here! Done this hundreds of times.
something?
Hold up a sec.
What do you want?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
You got it?
Hey.
Now you're gonna be sharing that with both of us, right?
Hey.
What is it?
I'm ready to move in, ma'am.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
So, where do you put the batteries in this thing?
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Libertalia, eh? I guess it's time for some target practice.
Wait, did you hear something?
Why do they always gotta fight back? Fucking kill!
Die in time! Mr. Hurts.
Hey! What happened? Ah!
You're mine now. Why don't you just die? Come on! Hit him
I think we're doing Oh, no, you don't.
Eat this!
I'm beginning to enjoy
Give up now, I'll make it quick. Get!
How's it feel getting your arse kicked by a girl?
Heads up.
If I find you, you're... gonna regret it. Is it just me? Or is this too easy?
Just die! Back up over here! Ain't my first gunfire, rookie! I've got a fucking pay for that!
Another shot.
Ah! Get over here.
living there.
This, huh? Only a fucking coward hides! Still kicking? See?
Well, that was a fun little workout. Can we do it again?
Playing games with me, huh?
Watch it. We're taking rads.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive. Better make your peace.
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
Ad Victorium!
Area secured.
Excuse me.
Following your lead. What is it?
Perfect.
Let me know if you want me to help with that lock. Or any lock, for that matter. Getting into places I'm not wanted is a talent I've acquired over the years.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am? I'm listening. Ammo levels are good.
Well done. Judging by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Tell me, is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
How much plunder have you got?
Ah, so you are here for loot then.
What are you doing, boss? We can take these guys.
Keep your mouth shut! I know what I'm doing! We got a modest little stash. I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you, freely, if you walk away afterwards. What do you say? Do I have your word?
You have my word. Give me what you've got and we'll leave.
If we walk away with something, you're not gonna hear me complaining.
The password to get into the stash is Mad Orca. Help yourself, my fellow pirate. We can always get more.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I have my
You're here
orders.
to die.
592.
That was a fun little work.
Okay. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon. Damn. The hell was that? What the?
This is bullshit.
Quit playing games and come out where I can see you. How to show a girl a good time. Wow, that doesn't look half bad.
Yes?
Hi.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Girl, have you come to the wrong place? My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, beautiful. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
Sure. Let's take a look.
You break it, you buy it.
I'm afraid I'm not much use in a fight anymore. But back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy the Mad Woman.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole. That's what I'm talking.
Virgil.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
It did, but I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
I've got it right here.
That's it? That's really it? All right. Let's see.
Disgusting. Smells like the bathroom
Retrovirus
after
has
Salvage
matured
Steak
nicely.
Night.
Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
Has the, reverse transcriptase survived the nucleotide synthesis?
Excellent question. Yes. Yes, it has. Fascinating. Oh, did you mean that as a joke? Well, it's time. There's only one way to test it. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
It'll work. Don't worry.
I hope so. We just have to let the retrovirus run its course. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Protect and... Serve.
Greetings, men.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. But in the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Synths aren't human beings, but supposedly they're the future of humanity. I'll never understand it.
Lawrence.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volkert.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am.
Hey there.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am. When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
Dr. Watson.
You make a lot of trips to the surface, right? Maybe you can help me out with something. The Brotherhood of Steel has developed some impressive technology, and I think we could learn some things from them. The best place to start would be to study their design schematics, assuming you can get your hands on some.
Sure, I can do that.
Great! We've got a lead on a small Brotherhood salvage team. That's a good place to start.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Excuse me.
You are authorized to access my stock of supplies.
Let me think it over.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Let's see what you got.
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Mother. Of course, you're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
Hey.
Deacon, is that you?
Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo. This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off. Good, right?
Hey there.
Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo. This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off. Good, right? You're lucky I didn't do one of my face swaps, too.
You can change your face.
I put myself under the knife every year or two. New face, new body, you know, the full makeover. It keeps our enemies guessing.
I almost didn't recognize you.
That's the point. So, about the job. The Railroad's only recently been using the Old North Church. Our old base was underneath the Slocum's Joe.
We had a pretty sweet setup until the Institute found us.
Your base was under a donut shop? That's awesome.
It's a lot better than it sounds. Well, it was, until it was blown to hell.
What happened?
Our HQ was strong, defensible. Heck, we thought it was secure. Inside a minute, the Institute troopers breached the doors and turned it into a shooting gallery. The survivors didn't have time to grab anything. So we're getting something important we had to leave behind.
Go on.
We got a tourist nearby. He or she has information on the base, so let's pump him for information before we dive in. For now, I'll take point. So I'm looking for rail signs, symbols we use to send messages to each other. If you like that, we got signs and countersigns, dead drops, even a secret handshake. Alright, maybe the handshake never caught on. Anyway, the tourist should have a trail left for us. Here we go. Rail sign. The arrow in the center indicates a direction. So our tourist is up ahead. Let's keep going. Got another rail sign. Right there. And another. We're probably close.
Shambles, take him down. No wipe the floor with you.
See the plus in the center? That means there's an ally nearby, our tourist. You take point on the conversation. Look, no matter what he says, you just say, "Mine is in the shop." Trust me.
Hey.
Oh, thank God. You have a Geiger counter? Do you have a goddamn Geiger counter?
Mine is in the shop.
Who the hell is he? HQ said they were sending one agent, not two.
Sorry, I'm new. She's just showing me the ropes.
All right. The wall is my witness. I thought I was dead. It's about goddamn time you headquarters bastards got here.
Tell me what's going on.
I signed on for some light recon, but that little Slocum's Joe of yours is crawling with goddamn Chrome Dome synth sons of bitches. The front's fortified to hell and back. They place mines all over the goddamn place.
What do you mean by Chrome Dome synths?
You know, them early model synths. Looks like metal wrapped over mechanical innards. You see them here and there doing who knows what for the Institute.
Good to know. I'll be going.
Yeah. As soon as it's safe, I'm getting the hell out of here. So if you need anything else, better ask soon.
Hey, Ricky.
You need something else?
We're assaulting the base. Once we strike, use your rifle to pick off anyone you can see. A lot of lives are depending on us.
It's always just one more goddamn thing until I'm 6 feet under or bleeding out in some godforsaken ditch. Screw you!
Hey, Ricky.
You should get the hell out of here and don't look back.
Well, isn't Ricky just a ray of sunshine? You think he's telling the truth?
I think he's hiding something.
So you don't trust him. First rule in this business is never go against your gut. If he's lying, could be the front entrance is full of lollipops and rainbows. My guess is it's worse than he's letting on. So we're going in through the escape tunnel instead.
The tunnel has got to be easier than a frontal assault.
Easier, but no cakewalk. You lead us there, pal. I got you covered. We're in. The back entrance is safer, but be ready for Gen 1s and 2s. So it's time you learn why we're here. We're retrieving a prototype developed by our good Dr. Carrington.
I'm risking my neck here. I want to know what I'm risking it for.
So I'll be straight with you, although you're not gonna like it. I have no idea what the prototype does. Us railroad agents are treated like mushrooms. Kept in the dark and fed... well, you get the idea. It's gotta be important, though. Des wouldn't risk our hides lightly.
Let's find a prototype, then.
Together with you? I like our odds. First step is to override the security lockdown.
Hacking this is beyond me.
Well, the terminal's on at least. I'm gonna feed it some passwords. No? 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 Aha! Missed one, you cocky bastards. The prototype's deeper inside. Someone left a rail sign here. This
Find
one
anything good on him?
Yeah, we know. You bastard.
An enemy may be utilizing stealth. How interesting. Movement detected. Curious. Upper limb actuator damaged.
Wait, see the box in the center of that rail sign? That means there's a cache nearby. Looks like Maven managed to hide something before it... Well, you know. Look around.
They were wise to flee.
Tinker managed to turn on the defenses. Barely slowed the coursers down, but hey, probably saved some lives.
All systems.
Hello?
Attacking human.
Sustaining damage.
You cannot escape system for long.
Where did you go? Actuator damaged.
Destruction of fellow synth verified.
Another active terminal. We didn't have time. The fence is up ahead. Power them up, and we can give our friends a little surprise.
Scanning. Now I understand. You are hiding because you fear death. I am no longer detecting an enemy presence. Hostile sensor reading detected.
I'm in.
I know you. Attacking human. Initiate where you are. Arm damaged. Attack efficient.
If possible.
I am equipped with the most advanced Institute sensors available. I will find you.
Alrighty, now we're having fun.
Actuator damaged.
First crack at the gear.
You're entering a secret defense intelligence agency research lab, a place that never officially existed. It's called the Switchboard. The prototype is locked up in the heart of the facility.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
No way I could pick this. Deacon.
I didn't think I'd ever see this place again.
They were wise to plea. Movement detected. Curious. Movement detected. You must die now. Curious.
I'm gonna rip your limbs off.
Attacking enter. Targeting system. Critical failure.
Feels good.
Actuator damaged.
Calculating a cost-efficient attack.
Heads up.
What you need?
Hello.
You got a second? I got something I want to say to you.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Appreciate it. We've been on the road together for a while, and we've taken some hard knocks. But through all that crap, I notice you've always been sticking by me. You know, watching me back and making sure I don't do anything stupid. I think maybe it's time to tell you a little bit about who you're traveling with. There's no reason for us to keep acting like we're strangers.
It would be nice to know more about you.
You're saying that now, but when you hear me story, you might regret it. It all starts with two wastes of humanity I suppose you could call me parents. I'm convinced I was a mistake, because I can't remember a single moment that they treated me like their daughter. I was yelled at and beaten. Everything I did was wrong. Nothing but a nuisance in their eyes. The whole time I was telling myself that they had to love me, even if it was just the tiniest bit, because they never kicked me out. Then me 18th birthday arrived, and I found out why they kept me around. They slapped a shock collar around me neck and sold me to slavers. They didn't even care enough about me to say goodbye. 18 years of suffering through that shite, and all I was worth to them was a pocket full of caps.
My God. I'm so sorry.
Thanks. But there's more to the story. It would be easy to blame me charming personality on me parents, but they didn't make me this way. I did. I was with those slavers for 5 years. Roughest 5 of me goddamn life. The things they made me do. The way they use me for their amusement. It sickens me to me stomach even thinking about it. But I bided me time and learned to use their own methods against them. Stealing a few caps out of a sleeping man's pocket is a piece of cake. As long as you don't get greedy.
I can't even imagine having to go through something like that.
You think that's low? Just wait. The story gets much worse. It took every ounce of patience I had. But after 5 years, I had finally pocketed enough to buy me own way out of there. But instead of heading off to try and repair the shambles of me life, I gave in to me rage and I headed home. You can imagine the look on me parents' faces when I kicked open their door. What you can't imagine is what they looked like after. After I emptied me gun into them.
Sounds like justice to me.
Was it justice? Or was it murder? When I close me eyes, all I can see is their faces twisted with fear. And then my mind starts wandering and I start judging myself. And it's ripping me the fuck apart. You think I inject myself with all that shite and drink myself drunk because I'm a tough Irish girl. I do it so I can forget and move on with my miserable life. So there you are. The entire flawed package known as Kate. Stripped bare for your perusal.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
I knew I was taking a chance telling you all this, but I never expected you to say you were proud of me. I think I needed to hear that from you. Thank you.
I'm always here for you, Kate. There's nothing you could say that would ever change that.
Oh, well, that's not what I expected you to say. Sorry. I didn't realize you cared that much about me. And here I thought I was being stupid, bothering you with me problems. It feels good to know if I need you, you'll be there for me. And I'll always be there for you, too.
Look alive.
This... better be worth it.
Look alive.
Aw, and here I thought you wanted to snuggle.
Excuse me.
Ah, the switchboard. A lot of memories here. Thank God someone managed to install the security prototype. Carrington's prototype is in there.
Payday!
Where's that plate?
Bingo.
Carrington, Stanley, Salis Grote, Suprema Lex.
Open says me. There's an elevator at the end of the hall. It should be a hell of a lot easier fighting the chrome domes on this side of the minefield.
Excuse me.
If we make it out of here alive, I guarantee you're railroad material.
I think we're lucky. We just missed whoever was here.
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
End of the line. Just power up the elevator.
Attack efficient systems
Do
offline.
this more often.
Going up.
Is someone present?
Hello? High order of the Institute. You must be destroyed. No life signs detected. Targeting.
Deacon.
We got what we came for. Let's split up. And meet back at the catacombs.
You know, if you need our help, you only
still
have
there?
to ask.
We made a good team.
The best. See you soon. And the new girl patched me up, put me on her shoulder, and blasted her way through the rest of the complex. Synths everywhere.
Carrying you the whole time?
Amazing, right?
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
Every word he said was true. And then some.
A full 100. I can't even imagine.
See? Just like I said, boss.
I was expecting Deacon to grab a full team, including Glory, to secure that prototype. But instead, just the two of you cleared out the entire switchboard.
You'd be insane not to sign her up, Des.
You've certainly made an impression on Deacon. He's never spoken about, or lied about, anyone so highly before. Welcome to the Railroad, Agent.
Why should I join you?
If you're having any doubts, you shouldn't. Not very many of us live to retirement. But if you're like me, that doesn't matter. There are great wrongs that need righting.
I'm not interested in joining right now.
Understood. The offer's still open, though.
Desdemona.
After what you did at Switchboard, you have a place in the Railroad, if you want it.
I'm not sure if I want to join.
If you join us, you'll be putting yourself at great risk. We don't want anyone having regrets later. So I need a yes or no.
I'm not interested in joining right now.
Understood.
Desdemona.
After what you did at Switchboard, you have a place in the Railroad.
Glad to be aboard.
It's seen, so you're in. Now we need to know what to call you. Secrecy keeps us alive. Code names are a part of that. So what's yours?
I don't want a code name.
Code names aren't optional. All agents need to keep their identities secret to protect themselves and those close to them.
Have any suggestions?
No. It doesn't work like that. Your life, your name, your choice.
Call me Charmer.
Charmer? Fitting. Your first official order is to deliver Dr. Carrington his prototype and see if he can use another pair of hands. But first, it's time to meet the rest of the gang. The location of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded secrets, so be careful coming in or out. You never can tell when you're being watched. This is it. It may lack the amenities of the switchboard, but it's safe, and we've taken precautions not to be surprised again. Things are chaotic right now, so there's plenty for you to do.
Ah, it's our newest agent.
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this, but that's hardly the point. Without a lick of training, and us knowing hardly anything about you, Des has invited you to join HQ. It would have been nice if she had consulted with her second-in-command. But what's done is done.
She did the switchboard off with
Since you're here now, we might as well put you to work.
Effective immediately. I'm counting on each of you to show
You guys recruited me. I don't need your attitude.
Charming. I'm sure you and Glory will be fast friends. One of our field agents, Old Man Stockton, needs help with the runaway synth. H222. So headquarters, as always, puts out the fires that others can't be bothered to put out themselves. The paranoid old bat won't even tell us the problem. He insists that we get our intel from a dead drop.
So is there anyone you like?
This bloke's about as charming as a feral with a toothache.
Oh, I wasn't aware we were competing for congeniality awards. I thought we were rescuing synths. My mistake. The dead drop is a mailbox with a rail sign on it. It's a common means of communication for us, so keep an eye out for them. When you make contact with Stockton, he won't give you the time of day unless you give him the proper countersign. The current sign is, do you have a Geiger counter? And the counter is, mine is in the shop. Please tell me Deacon taught you that at least.
He taught me what I need to know, including that.
It appears our resident pathological liar didn't completely neglect your training. Stockton is a prominent businessman at Bunker Hill. The dead drop will be near there. Use the escape tunnel in the back to get there quicker.
Sure, we can gab for a bit.
Nice.
That
Even
issue is one of
now.
my favorites.
Really?
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short time. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan to deal with the Institute. But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synths inside. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please, work with us instead.
You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character of the Commonwealth people. And time again, that character has been proven to be rotten. The synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the Institute. Order them to help, and they'd mutiny.
I'll stick with my people in the Minutemen.
Of course I'm disappointed. But hopefully in time you'll come around. The fate of the synths depends on it.
One more hour until my shift ends.
Oh man, you were actually inside the Institute? That's insane. You? Just you.
Hey.
The census sweep says you're clean. Hooray! We're bug-free.
I'm relieved, actually.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Not so fast. Okay, have you eaten anything out there? Because if you have, they got you.
No, I never eat anything.
You see, that's smart. That's smart, man. S-M-A-R-T. But you gotta be careful. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man. And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it, Carrington. The Institute is in your blood.
They're in my blood.
Absolutely not. Tom, we ran your tests extensively. We found red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. Everything you'd expect.
And that doesn't get you the least bit suspicious. The results were too perfect, too expected, and that's how they fool you.
Could the Institute really do that?
Look, everyone says Tinker Tom is crazy. Until I'm right. You gotta understand, those Institute scientists have centuries on us. Just working like crazy little bees, dreaming up the most messed up stuff you can imagine. Remember, in the blood. Okay. If you really want to be safe, let me give you a little shot. Desdemona says no one has to, but it will kill those little robots.
There's battery acid in that serum of yours.
You can't nuke an omelet without irradiating some eggs. You ready to shoot up?
Hit me, Tom.
Yeah, now you talking.
Now you're encouraging him.
Hey, you get it, man. I make things around here. You go and do. You do whatever. And come back, and I will set you up.
What do you make?
All the custom toys you field agents use, my boys and I make. We're thinking outside the box, man. Gotta get real creative, real wacky to stay ahead of those Institute eggheads. Don't even get me started on all their secret projects. Now, I got all these ideas in my head. So building time. The boys have been... You need anything?
What do you have in stock?
Well, it changes, depending on what's on hand. Hopefully our agents score more...
I'll take a look.
Take a look.
When running synths out of the well, wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the... Institute. Look at these burn marks. He must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that...
Paladin Danse. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Had some help from our new friend. I've offered her a place on our team, but I'm not sure she's willing to accept. In the meantime, she's welcome to take shelter here, as long as she doesn't get in our way. There's still a... There's still a...
stuck out here too
Paladin
damn
dance.
long.
There's still a place for you in
See
the
some
Brotherhood.
real action.
If you want it.
I'd be honored to join.
Then that settles it. Halen, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. She shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think she has the potential of becoming one of the best.
I'm only in it for the spiffy uniforms.
Oh yeah? And here I thought you joined up for a sense of purpose and meaning.
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
Let's just hug this out and get it over with, huh? What do you say?
You can play it however you want, tough girl. It's gonna take a lot more than completing one mission to impress me.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code of ethics. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
I never was good at following the rules.
If you intend to stay with us, I expect you to take my advice seriously. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. It's as simple as that. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Thank you.
Thanks aren't necessary. Just continue excelling at your duties, soldier.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
She doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I've received orders to Reese first. They could certainly use your assistance. I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
Paladin Danse.
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and if she's here, Elder Max...
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
You're damn right. The more guns, the faster the problem vanishes.
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Making like a bird, eh? Let's do it.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause. But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.